Let's discuss how the discussions are going to be graded. After the first discussion, which is the class introductions discussion and is a completion grade, I'll be using this grading rubric for all the future discussions. So let's look at this and go through it so that you'll understand how to get the best possible score on your discussion. There are 3 different criteria that I'll be looking at. One has to do with when you're doing your contributions and how long they are. The second one has to do with how well you're demonstrating that you understand the subject material. And then the third criteria is your grammar and professionalism in your post. There are 4 levels of achievement within each of these categories. The poor level is the baseline there, and that's 1 point allotted out of a total of 10 possible points. Then you have average, then good, and then excellent. So let's look at the excellent category. Under the timely discussion contributions criteria, to get your maximum number of points, which is 3.5 points in this section, you need to have 3 to 4 medium length posts that are distributed throughout the week. So that means you don't do all of your posting on Saturday or Sunday. And your first post is done prior to midnight on Thursday. And that's to allow other students to look at your first post and then make comments about it. It's easier if we do that kind of throughout the week rather than right all at the weekend. The next level down is good, and that involves about 3 medium length posts, and then average is 2, and then poor is 1. When I say medium length, I mean a decent paragraph. I don't want to put a word count on there because that's not, I don't want it to be quite that specific of a length, but a good paragraph covering the topic and what we're supposed to be discussing. The next level of criteria is your responsiveness to the discussion and demonstration of knowledge and understanding gained from the assigned material, and also if your comments are encouraging to the conversation. So if all you say is, oh, good post, that's not really encouraging for future comments or to further the discussion. We really want to respond and reply back like we're actually talking in class so that we're really having a good conversation amongst the students about these topics. So in the excellent category, which is 3.5 points, this is the outstanding level. It means that you really have understood the material, you've done your research, you have mastered this subject, and it's obvious that you put some time and effort into this posting. The next level down is good, and that means that you did a good job. Your responses are helpful, they're encouraging, and you did put some thought and effort into the posting. For average, it's basically that your postings have kind of a questionable relationship to the material. Maybe they don't really apply, maybe they kind of go off topic, off tangent in a way that's not helpful to the discussion, and really you just didn't put that much effort or thought into it. And then 1 level or 1 point means that you really didn't understand what we were talking about in the first place. And that's very rare that anybody gets that low of a point on that level of achievement. For grammar and professionalism, to get the maximum number of points, you need to have rare or no grammatical errors, and so your post should be well written. I should be reading it and it should sound like a comment from a professional, so someone that's graduated from college, that's a professional person in the workforce, and they sound like they're educated and they've gotten their college degree. The next level down is good. You'll have some grammatical errors, some typos, and overall it's just not quite to that professional level. It's more kind of early college writing. And then the next level down from that I would call high school level writing. So it's not professional. There are grammatical errors that are obvious and typos that are obvious. And then the bottom level there is just very poor grammar, or if it's thoughtless comments that are deliberately provocative or just antagonistic, where you're causing trouble on purpose. So these are the different levels of achievement. Most students average between 8 and 10 points out of the 10, so an 80 to 100% on their posts. If you're getting less than that, I will try to be very specific about what you need to do to improve so that you can do better on future discussions. But typically the students do quite well on these, so I'm looking forward to seeing what y'all have to say this semester about the different topics.